Greetings everyone, and great here. Another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the mech boy. We have a foreign name. Spawn his teammate as Warp Spider X-Shark, who's gone for a very blue metallic. Oh, close enough, another Warp Spider right there. As Warp Spider X-Shark, we have Zero Cry as the other Warp Spider X-Shark. Engaged in glorious melee combat, we have KAF. On the north side as the Chaos Sorcerer to be the opposition of the mech boy, we have a foreign name. And that skin is very metallic. It does teleport away, or do this heavy cover there, very nice. Although this one has the same bit more fire there, but there's Guardian Squads with the same bit more fire as we got this Howling Banshee now turn 4. We've got triple Guardian Squad versus Howling Banshee, Guardian, Howling Banshee, Guardian. Can't speak today. At this point, it's trying to be activated. The Howling Banshee trying to deactivate it. The Warp Spider has sustained a bit of a beating there, but thanks to heavy cover sustain, it's able to sustain more of a beating. And the mech boy has teleported forward as well, so now the mech boy and the Warp Spider are engaged in glorious melee, or not, in glorious range combat. And I just realized something, both the Southern Red team has jump heroes, so it may see a lot of jumping around. The Sorcerer can be upgraded with teleportability as well. He does find the heavy weapons team there, suppressing the mech boy. In a bad positioning right there. And looks like these forces will need to fall back. Does the activate point there, delaying the power income here, but we do have now Heretics, the Chaos Sorcerer, and the Chaos Marines pushing the way forward as well. Looks like we got the first power unit. We have the Buddhas being deployed out by the mech boy. We've also got some battle equipment deployed out by the Warp Spider, the red Warp Spider, who's in blue. And the other ones is also in blue. PowerPoint has been deactivated. These are three power generators deployed out by the Warlock. Sorcerer, I mean. Guardian Squad's pulling back for the northern player. Third one still here. Great plasma grenade there. Gets a full squad wipe. Ooh, very nice. Air squad's now charging forward as the Warp Spider X-Shark trying to capture that requisition generator. Your requisition point. Slugger's engaging the Chaos Sorcerer in melee. Looks like it's relatively against the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer does go down there. As you get to the orcs there, getting the special attack animation. Mech boy does draw the fire for the ire of the Chaos Heretics. That's one of the models there as the Heretic squads are charging forward. Got some good damage there onto Ludas. It does use the ritual there to camouflage these forces. Let's get some good damage there onto the mech boy before it falls back. Up north we do have a ranger squad putting on the red Warp Spider. And his opponent has put out his own ranger as well. Forces trying to camouflage their way forward. You have, of course, the Pathfinder gear for the Rangers. We may see the... Oh, these guys do get spotted there. Since Rangers are stealth detectors. Does get a shout off there as well. Looks like he's gone for the aspect of strength. There's a plasma grenade there as well. Howling Banshee, of course, need to avoid it. And they will need to fall back relatively shortly. That's seeing quite a bit of fire. Guardian Squad here may get wiped out by another plasma grenade. He's pretty good with the previous plasma grenade. Throws, and not so great with that one. May go for another plasma grenade there. That seems like a good time for a plasma grenade. Rangers those get wiped out by the Ranger. And however, this Guardian Squad will get wiped out as well. A lot of losses on the Eldari side from that. We have some Noise Marines being deployed on now. They have not been detected just yet. They're still at full health, no veterancy whatsoever. So these Noise Marines will be a relatively fresh surprise. We have these Lunas here. The Noise Marines do get spotted there. And they will not get suppressed there because the Warlock has been upgraded. The Chaos Sorcerer has been upgraded. The rest of the Warlock grants the Sorcerer and Teleport ability. So all the heroes have teleport abilities. Going for the Generator bashing there above the Noise Marines. And he will get the Generator. And boy does teleport forward. And we've got another Zinch Ritual being activated now. Good damage there out onto the Luda squad. Take it down to nearly half health. He does teleport forward, try and tie him up in melee, which he does. Crews are making their way forward. Up here, we've got the War Spider engaging the generators as this generator will be captured up by the red player, or at least be under siege. And looks like the Warp Spider has lost another Guardian squad. It's down to 1 and 1 Ranger. Shooters are making their way forward, trying to get some good combat in. Palamatians do get knocked back there by the Rangers. And he does go a Plasma Grenade on the retreat path, but it was not a very good Plasma Grenade. He does get a couple models, however. That could have been, if the Plasma Grenade was a little bit quicker, that could have been a full squad wipe. Generator does go down. He likely cannot throw another Plasma Grenade just yet. Looks like the Chaos Sorcerer did go down there. Heretics should tie up the shooters up in melee. And the camouflage Noise Marines could be very, very rude. Could provide a very rude awakening there. Luda's Tower did not want to see that Noise Marine right there. Gains great damage in there. They do fall away. They do drop a model there. They're still revealed there. Thanks to the spotting of the shooters. Will be tied up there with the in melee with the Noise Marines there. Gains some good damage in. Look at the suppressive fire from the Mech Boys and got for more suppression fire platforms. Plus, a Blue's Warp Strider does go down as the Heretics trying to recapture the point. The Sluggers do fall back there as well. Warp Spider X-Shark deployed out Red's Warp Spider X-Shark has been equipped with the heavy gauge that spinner as well as the improved targeting. Pretty common combo. Got better range damage with more better range damage and range. It's a great combo. Grenade throw. Does get one of the models there, but it's not enough for the squad wipe. Rangers charging forward, getting ripped apart by the Howling Banshees. That is horrible placement there. Left side, the Orcs are trying to capture the VP there. Force by that X-Shark, getting some great damage there on these Chaos Marines. It looks like this generators are getting fully bashed by the Noise Marines, so all generators do go down the center of the map. Over here, the rest of the generators over here got destroyed as well. Force by X-Shark could potentially go down depending on the engagements, but he does actually retreat away. Right side of the map, Red's pushed way forward. Force by X-Shark here has no upgrades at the moment. The Chaos Sorcerer does, of course, the Vestments of the Warp, and the Mech Boy has the, of course, the Death Gun. The Ludas here haven't camouflaged. They will find the Chaos Marines. Need them manly target there. Does teleport forward in a bad angle. It does use this guy to suppress that squad as well. Sustain a lot of free damage there from the Chaos Marines as well. Heretics now charging on forward, trying to get these shooters off the melee. Does use suppressive fire ability for one of them. The other one will manage to break through. and the Chaos Marines do fall back. Didn't drop any models there. Another ritual has been activated, as there's a fresh Warp Spider squad put up by the Red Warp Spider. Lewis supplies his own Warp Spiders as well. Here, just trying to tie up the Warp Spiders in the melee. And we do have a camouflage ritual being utilized right there, so both sides are camouflage, excluding the mech boy himself. Chaos Marines push his way forward, will find some good hits there. And does find a good suppressive fire right there as well. Very good ambush, but the mech boy does go down. Chaos Reserves will tie up the lose up in melee, but the Heritage Squad fully goes down there. Temporary Bloodletters are going to put it out as well. Second Noise from the squad has been put out. Well, there may be before a Blast Master. There may have been a full squad wipe in there as well. I'm not so sure. I think she does have the Warp Spider extra, not Warp Spider, but the Heli Banshee X-Shark leader. And it looks like this Guardian Squad may fully go down, just the Warlock remaining. There's a little Plasma Grenade on the retreat path. Really knocks back his own Howling Banshees right there. Howling Banshees engage Howling Banshees, both of them upgrade with Aspect and Strength. Red's Howling Banshees do lose their X-Shark leader. And maybe a full squad wipe on Reds. She's sustained lots of fire and does fully get wiped out there by the Howling Banshees. Warp Spiders is still charging forward. They do have the X-Shark leader. Over here, the Warp Spiders pushing me forward, engaging the Warp Spider X-Shark, as the Guardian Squad will try to recover the victory point. We do have a Blood Crusher deployed on the field, which can be improved by the rituals of the group health regen. He still has one Heritage remaining. The squad does fall back, being upgraded with the BB Death Gun. Stick bombs are being thrown on in. Stick bombs have really good throwing arms. They're basically light or medium artillery. Red's Warp Spider only has two Warp Spiders in Guardian Squad. He has lost all of his other forces, and now we've got the Noise Meter upgraded with the Blast Master. Stun grenades do come forward, and now here comes stick grenades there onto the Chaos Marines, getting some great knockback there, including on the Blast Master himself. Blood Crusher will charge him forward, but won't be able to close this before getting shot again, and will go down. Good hit there by the Blast Master, but the Blood Crusher himself does fully go down there. Doesn't get a shot off there, then charge up all the way. He did lose the other Noise Marine squad. It's a nice knockback there. More stick bombs now raining on in. And it gets a nice knockback there onto the Sluggers. Over here, we got the Guardian Squad catching the point. As Warp Spiders are teleporting around, we do have, of course, the Tangling Web upgrade. Both of them upgraded the Entangling Web. Guardian Squad pushing the way forward. We do have, I believe that's the Entangling Web ability there. Red's Warp Spider has seen quite a bit of fire, does teleport away, needs a full retreat, looks like fully retreating now. Blue's Guardian Squad's engaging, does no plasma grenade there, but the Warp Spiders do dodge there. The Warp Spiders teleport to flank the Warp Spiders, as the Warp Spiders do teleport to get inside the garrison to flank the Warp Spiders. Guardian Squad is trying to engage the Warp Spiders, as Warp Spiders are engaged with the Warp Spiders. Howling Banshees is trying to charge them forward, engage the garrison, which is not going to be great for them. And now we're going to have some Reverend Bloodletters here as well as a stealth ritual. Good damage there by the Warlock, as the Bloodletters do teleport forward to rip apart these Sluggers. Blast Master engages, gets a direct hit there on the shooters while also hitting his own Chaos Sorcerer quite a bit. Does dodge it with the Ritual Squad, maybe pull it back right around here. More stick bombs raining on it. He's gone for 2 squads of stick bombs and more stun grenades there, and that is potentially seizure-inducing, honestly. More stick bombs, knocking back the Blast Master, and activated the Stealth Ritual along this. Nope, deactivates the ritual again. Looks like the mech boy did go down right there, but I think maybe it'll spawn brought back up. Howling Banshees do avoid that plasma grenade there. More stick bombs now raining on in. Blast Master will be knocked back shortly. And now we've got the Sluggers now charging forward, as well as massive flank there by the Warp Spiders. Does do a forward retreat there. That's 3 squads of Warp Spiders there. Chaos Sorcerer does, or something went down there. That was actually the Heretic squad. Blast Master does fully go down there to the melee hits. Bloodletters are falling on back. They may receive some grenades there. A little bit too early. And now the VPs are in favor towards blue. Good hit there. The Chaos Sorcerer has been upgraded. The Warp Rod of Warp Fire, which grants the Warp Fire ability to damage the enemies in a straight line, detonating within 5 radius. Then the Power Generator does go down. There's actually quite a bit of requisition stored up here. He can go for another Heretic, no problem. He can go for another Chaos Marine. Yep, he is going for another Chaos Marine as well. Warp Spiders pursuing forward, but then engaging the Warp Spiders and the Guardian Squad. Howling Banshees is trying to tie in, gets a nice shout there. They're all low in energy. Now it's been time to have the Guardian Squad come forward for a Plasma Grenade. Warp Spiders teleport forward to engage the Warp Spiders as the Warp Spiders are fighting back the Warp Spiders. Warp Spider Exarch's also engaging the Warp Spiders. And the Guardian Squad is still here, not getting Plasma Grenades off. Howling Banshees are doing a good job as well, just forcing the Warp Spiders to spin, displace, and things of that sort. Chaos Sorcerer needs to fall back. It's far too wounded right there. It does with the Chaos Sorcerer there, as the Chaos Marines do can upgrade the Eternal War. And Plague Marines have been put on out. At this point in time, Plague Marines are not needed because there's no vehicles for the fight against. Have the Mech Boy teleporting on forward. There are 2 Tactical Marine squads here, as there's 2 Warp Spiders here as well. Death Dread being put out by the Mech Boy, as well as the Chaos Heretic's going for Chaos Heretic's going for a Heretic squad, probably for the rituals. Both of the blues heroes are down, so can't revive each other. And both pretty far forward. We got another stick for bombs, grenades there, getting some great damage there. Almost wipes out the Heretics or that Chaos Marine squad. And there goes the Chaos Marines. The Chaos Sorcerer is just having trouble staying on the field because his opponents, the Warp Spiders, just been doing a good job of teleporting around. More stick bombs raining on in. Blue has put out Warp Agion. And I got more stick bombs now raining, knocking back those forces. We got the Bloodletters teleporting on forward somewhere. Onto the stick bombs, trying to stop the stick bombs there, but we got the Death Dread being upgraded, the Burning Bloods. The Warp Spider is pushing way forward. The Agion is engaging the Warp Spider Exarch in melee. Howling Banshees are really wounded. They do get the wipe there on the Warp Spider, but they will go down themselves. Red has lost 2 of his Warp Spiders. He's just down to 1 squad. And the Agion does manage to charge it forward, trying to tie up the Rangers of the melee. I heard a bunch of stick grenades being thrown. Looks like the Chaos Force has nothing to really engage the Death Dread. Well, it does have the Plague Marines, which they are falling back as well. Perhaps got tied up in melee. You have the Death Gun still for the Mech Boy, but he cannot suppress the Bloodletters in the Invulnerability ability mode. And Mech Boy is facing the wrong direction, so you'll be engaged, no problem in melee. Warp Spider still teleporting away. Now here comes the stick bombs. Those stick bombs are falling back. The Bloodletters are engaging. This force with shooters as well. The Plague Marines are still here, but the Death Dread is in pretty close range. And they need to maintain their range. Another Plague Marine being deployed out by the Chaos Sorcerer. The Chaos Sorcerer could be revived by the Warp Spider of his teammate, which is right here. Oshtark is engaging the Guardian Squad in melee. He's some good hits there. He may lose the Warlock leader. Warp Spider X-Arc down to half health, and the Oshtark is even lower than that. Warp Spider X-Arc or the Oshtark will manage to escape on out of there. And over here we do have the Death Dread charging forward. Got the Plague Marine still firing away. Does fire one more shot there. Gets knocked back there by the stick bombs. But the Plague Marines could retreat back to maintain this distance. And the Bloodletters and the Plague Marines will go ahead and finish off that Death Dread. Temporary Bloodletters did manage to buy him some time as well. On the right side. Lots of death on both sides, that's for sure. Looks like Red has won the engagement, started making its way forward towards this requisition point now. And now here comes more stick bombs. The Chaos Marines trying to avoid that fire. That boy's not going up to tier 3. And the Chaos Heretics does get a nice detonation there, getting some good damage there on the stick bombs. Got a flame run coming on in from the Chaos Sorcerer. So getting burned up a bit. They need a lot of health to get them up to speed, because these guys are wounded and they're really just severely wounded. They need to fall back, stay near the HQ to get much needed healing. We have a Webway Gate deployed out by blue. Don't see any other Webway Gates for them, however, the time being. The Oshtark may be eyeing to capture the point and deploy out Webway Gate. Bloodletters are falling back. There's just a bit of fire there. Or Chaos Marines trying to engage at long range. No plasma guns, no chain axes. Chain axes wouldn't be half bad, honestly, against the opponent's current composition. Warp Spider does teleport up here, trying to engage guys at range. Got the Warp Spiders and melee range against the Warp Spider of X-Shark. Both sides have brought up Falcon at the same time. And does take out a squad right there. Blue's Warp Spider does fall back, so does the Red Guardian Squad. Falcon still nearly at full health at 499 out of 500. Same thing as his opponent's Falcon. They really have very similar builds. Stick grenades do come on in, gets a nice knockback there as shoots are being engaged in melee by the Chaos Sorcerer. Gets a nice special attack there, knocking back those forces. And on top of well, teleporting forward, trying to engage these stick bombs. Stick bombs still need a lot of health, and they receive quite a bit of burning there. And oh, that Falcon actually went down. Wasn't even paying attention, but looks like the missile launchers managed to take out the Falcon. Chaos Sorcerers are engaged. The Pernas, the Bloodletters are severely wounded. It does activate a ritual there, so they get increased health regen. I think it's 10 health per second. may have been some squad wipes there. Wasn't really paying attention. He does have both stick bombs there. Sluggers are falling back, but severely wounded. Stick bombs are raining on in. Mostly got stun shots as their map is too dark for that. If I were to make another critique to the Elite mod team, make that those stun grenades are not super bright. If there's a weak explosion stun effect, that'd be good, because at that point, it is actually potentially seizure-inducing. Shooter squad is falling back. Stick bombs onto the ritual. Getting some great hits there on the blood letters as well. Rock's now raining on in, and he's not really paying attention. Doesn't use the vulnerability ability to avoid damage. And the stick bomb there does get fully wiped. Lost both his stick bombs there. Going for a loot tank now as the Falcon starts seizing his base. And his teammate has deployed some fire dragons. He's moved the fire dragons to engage the center of the map. Warp Spiders and the Guardian Squad are trying to engage as well, but here comes the Chaos Force and a nice special attack there, knocking back those forces. Red needs to fall back to forces a little bit overwhelmed. The Sorcerer may go down to the Fire Dragons. Others are pulling him back, so it's a Guardian squad. He did lose a squad in that next squad. I'm not sure which squad it was. Blue tanks are making some advance, being up for the reinforced plating now. As the Warp Spider is falling him back, the Warp Spider squad will get fully wiped. Both sides just lost so many forces. The Chaos Sorcerer has fought the largest force consistently out the entire game, and he's been ganked quite a bit of times. The Warp Spider X-Shark will manage to keep on out of there, but barely. Goes with the big boom gun. Activates the ritual now, which will top off the health of the bloodletters quite quickly. We also got a webway gate here deployed up by red. Blue does not deploy our second webway gate. Air missile launcher hits at close range. And now we'll have the rear armor exposed as the Chaos Dreadnought makes its way forward with the autocannon. That loot tank will likely go down. The autocannon will finish off the loot tank there. Let's go ahead and teleport forward. We got the creeper barrage there once again. The Guardian Squad may get wiped out, but the Bloodletters are severely weak. They're going to back away slowly as the Sluggers here are still in the mix. They need to fall back as well. They're receiving quite a bit of fire there. Fire Dragons have not been able to capture that squad, and they do fall back. Red team's down the last 7 tickets. We do have a Tank Buster squad being deployed on out. Up here, Warp Spiders engaging the Plague Marines, while we do have the Warp Spider over here receiving quite a bit of fire. Blue's currently captured at this point here, as well as this point that's maybe the end of the game once these points get captured up. The Warp Spider Extra does have trouble in stopping the capture by the Plague Marines. And this one has been captured, and it looks like the team Red Team is going to be counting down tickets. There's not enough time for them to recapture our point. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.